Hello everyone, a new video about more and more for the parts of circle. Today video we will concentrate on the major arc, minor arc and the concept of semicircle. To understand these concepts, let us go through the following question. So on this question, we have a figure as we can see here, and here is the question. The first question is asking about EH. So here is the EH, and then EHG, EHG, and then JHG, JHG. Okay, and the question is choose the correct word to describe the arc below. We have a list here. We need to choose from the same as here and the same as here. So I will start first with the EH. Talking about the EH. So we have the E and then going to the H. Okay, so if I try to describe it based on the arc, for example, I can see another arc. So I can see another arc like this in green. And you know, it's clearly that the EH as an arc is smaller than EGH. So we can call this one as arc, yes, but we call it as a minor arc. And now for the green one, yes, we call it an arc, but we call it as major arc, bigger arc. So let us go through the options now and see. Okay, so for the EH, as we said, I will remind you by seeing the figure, EH is major or minor or semicircle. Of course, it was the smaller one, which is minor. It is not semicircle. We will talk about semicircle. So it is minor. EHG, so EHG, now let's start with the EHG, for example. So we can see it like this. So we have, in this case, E going to H, reaching to the G. But at the same time, we can see another arc here like this. So we have the green arc, but we have EH, so EHG as the arc. In this case, it's clearly that the pink one, for example, is the smaller one. So here is arc. Yes, it is an arc, but it is like a major arc. A major arc. But at the same time, this one is arc. Yes, it is arc, but we call it a minor arc. I don't need this now. So we can choose EHG. I will show it to you. EHG again, and this will be like a major arc, a bigger arc. Now GHG. Look at the GHG. So we can assign it like this. So here we have G, and here H, and then going to the G. I didn't assign it well, but here is the GHG. Of course, we need to be careful with this one because here is the area that this arc is covered. Yes, of course, this is an arc, but look at the area. If we know that this point is the central, so look at this, from J to G, it's diameter. And we know that the diameter bisect the circle. So in this case, if you have the second arc like this, so now we have two halves of the circle. So here is the pink one, which is one half, and this is another half. So if we have a diameter that split, okay, the circle like this, so this part, which is JHG, we call it in this case this part, we call it semi circle, and at the same time the top, we call it also as a semi circle. We don't need that now, so we can keep going with this. So the JHG, let me show it to you again. JHG, we call it in this case semicircle. Let us check the answers. This is the right answers. Thank you guys again and again for watching this video. This is the summary for everything we did. So if you see, like, okay, the major arc, so now we are talking about this side as a major arc. Okay, if you are talking about the minor arc, look at this side, we can say it as the minor arc. And here, when we're talking about the half of the circle, so we call it the semicircle. Thank you so much for watching this video. Keep pushing, and we will keep going together to make the math more and more easy. See you again later, guys.